I'm Jim Gordon, and I'm here at the offices of the Richmond Sentinel to bring you an important segment on the 2022 municipal elections here in Richmond. We've invited all the candidates to share with you, our viewers, why they're running and who they are, and why they want to serve the city of Richmond. Every candidate that accepted our invitation will be given the opportunity to share their views. Get to know the candidates here in Richmond and make an educated decision before you vote. Now, let's get started. Joining us now is Michael Wolfe. He is an incumbent running for councillor again with Right Richmond. Michael, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Good
to have you, sir. As we're doing with everybody, a little background on yourself and why you were choosing to run for another term.
Well, I'm a born Richmond resident. I'm raising a family here. I'm a high school teacher. And my first term in office has been an incredible experience. I've had such powerful impact. I feel like I represent a larger portion of the population of Richmond than most. And I definitely need more time with a different makeup of council to make the differences that I see we need.
The two issues that we're talking about in these interviews today for our viewers, I think they're up on the top of most people's lists, most citizens. One is attainable, sustainable, affordable housing, whatever label you want to put on it. You've been on the council for the last 4 years. What do you see doing more of, and what have you done up until this point?
Great, yes, that is the number one issue I hear about. People my age, I've just turned 40. Many baby boomers who have children still living at home. I can relate to that. I was there in my 30s. And so affordable housing in all aspects is needed. I think the number one thing that I've done, and it's proven in the voting record. The voting record's only been around this last 4 years, so you can go in and see that I've been the one councillor who's voted against the kind of status quo developments that we've been seeing. The more high density condo towers is what we've been approving this past 4 years, and I voted against all of those. So I think, one, we need more opposition to the status quo, and we need to do more rental tenure developments where whole areas will become rental only, not mixed rental and owned, because then the price of land just goes through the roof, and right. You can't get affordable rental at that stage.
The other issue, which I think is on top of voters' lists, not just in Richmond, but around BC and the Lower Mainland, is crime and safety. Again, you've been there for a term. What have you seen, and what do you hope to improve upon going into next term, should you win?
Right, yeah, for crime and safety, I'd say during this term, one of the biggest things we did was make a major budget improvement on staffing RCMP. So we've hired a large number of staff to accompany the RCMP officers. I think what would be needed, or a change that could be made, is to, and the challenge is when you're dealing with RCMP, a lot of the decisions get made outside of Richmond, top down, what type of officers get deployed. But I think what we need to support is more of the mental health workers that accompany officers when there's an appropriate call for that.
Sure. A few seconds left. This is also your opportunity to talk to our viewers about anything else that you have on your agenda, party and as a person.
Sure.
Yours to tell the viewers now.
Great. Well, I'm a father of preschoolers, so I go to many parks and use many water features and slides and all that. And I think part of what I bring to council is that lens of a young family and the needs that they have in the community. So when I am making decisions on developments, I go to the sites before they get considered for approval or not. And I think the amount of exposure I get by being a high school teacher as well to the issues of young people is a great gift that I can bring to council for the next term.
He's an incumbent with Right Richmond, joining us and running for another term, Michael Wolfe. Michael, thank you for the time today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
And that does it for this edition of the Richmond Sentinel Spotlights on the candidates that are running in the next election, October 15th. Please educate yourself and vote on that day. For more details, and if you want to see more videos, please go to the Richmond Sentinel website. It's richmondsentinel.ca.